Hello there, my name is Skull, and welcome back to Stygian Reign of the Old Ones. Last time we had begun our search for the Dismal Man. We had found an odd key number 0, and had found out some information from a book at the Schmidt's Antiquities that we just delivered back, so he doesn't get angry with us. Found out that apparently we have to go visit the Bank of Lunatics, the Bank of Arkham, to unlock a safe deposit box, which is, I believe, found on the main street. And that's what we're gonna do actually at the moment. So, just gonna see if there's anything else. Oh, magnificent Horatio flyer. Also, while we were doing that, we also had some odd things happen. We had a murder happen in the middle of the street of French Hill. We had a bit of a dart throw with another, shall we say, world champion, and he's gone mad and to give us a bit of a boo-boo. And what else? Nothing much really happened. We're just gonna do some quick investigations though. I'm just gonna search around the place though, see if there's anything else that might pique our interest while we also search for the mysterious Dismal Man. Maybe chat up with a few folks. You see a man who's blackened face and hands with paint. He's performing some kind of pantomime show. He's unaware of your presence. It's not hard to see that beneath his ridiculous posturing, something is deeply wrong. The man's weary visage shows he's been at this for a long while, and the exertion of staying in the character is wearing him down. Are you alright? He reacts with comic surprise. His startled eyes show nothing but the shallow character he's portraying. Who are you? He shrugs theatrically and begins another of his vulgar sketches. You're no longer sure whether this is a performance or the sole mode of existence for this bizarre fellow. Slow down, Willie. Maybe this guy might know about it. A revolting smell attacks your nostrils as you approach the homeless man, as if some small animal had died under his stained clothes. Ugh. What is it, mister? Do I smell? Then stay a few damn yards away. Who's that man with paint all over his face? Don't you know Coley Willie? I thought everyone knew Coley. You know, he has movies, the theatrical performances. He was a real celebrity, you know. Not Coley Willie, but the fella himself, Sam Rodney. Never found him funny myself. In better days, a friend took me to one of his shows, making all the money scuffling at black folks. The black day came for all of us in the end, didn't it? White, yellow, black, everybody. I mean, you're right. It is shameful to call discrimination a performance. Hey, sanity gained. The hobo looks at the hysterical theatrics of the nearby Coley. Well, he can perform as much as he likes now, mister. He is still putting on a show? I don't know if to call it a show anymore, mister. I've been hanging around with him for a while now, and he never became Sam Rodney again. Not even once. I guess he's flat out Coley Wiley now. Who is he performing for? Some mob fellows used to come and see him now and then. Not anymore. Watching the same thing over and over got boring, probably. Other folks don't like to go anywhere near him. Probably find him creepy. Can't blame him. They don't like to be near me either. So here we are, Mr. Coley and the... Tries to think of something. Stinky. Ugh. I need to go. Who's this guy with a white mask? This beautiful mansion somehow remains unscathed and obviously is still occupied, though the relentless vein root have begun to assault it more aggressively. And who's this? You see a determined but pallid-looking woman in her 30s. Her outfit hints at a metropolitan sensibility. You sense an air of hypochondria about this mysterious woman? Old English sometimes, jeez. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you something if I may. Please, madame, I'm listening. I'm looking for my husband, a slender, long-faced gentleman from Boston. His name is Randolph Carter. All I know is that he arrived in Arkham. Do you know him or his whereabouts? I don't know if I've seen him, but the name does not ring a bell. I see. Thank you, sir. I better continue my search. You don't seem to be from these parts. I'm sorry, but I should be looking for him. Goodbye. Randolph the Dreamwalker. I met an unusually stylish young woman in French Hill, who had a dark mystique about her. She asked me whether I'd seen her husband, going by the name Randolph Carter, a slender, long-faced man, was her words. I'll be sure to keep that in mind in case I run across him. And she's going somewhere. Where is your god lies? It's an old church. The cross is upside down, it seems. We'll go here. I did say we'll go to the bank, but so we'll do that probably, unless we find anything else to do. Oh! This is no man of Arkham or even Earth! There's nothing human under those rags! Your kind brought this upon us! Now who is that guy? Cursed creature! Demon! The angry mob before you is about to lynch a wretched creature you can hardly describe as human. The creature's face and hands are wrapped in tattered rags. It seems this outsider has been chosen as a scapegoat for everything these people suffered in the wake of the Black Day. Leave him alone! Shout to the crowd. The crowd turns to you with a mix of fear and hatred in their eyes. One of them shouts at you, "Are you in league with this demon? Don't you see what its kind has brought upon us? Look what you've become! Do you think we've returned to the Dark Ages?" The one leading the crowd shouts at you with anger. "Shut your mouth! Leave the poor creature alone! Go to your homes now! You are in league with the damned too! Attack! Purge the evil!" I think that was a mistake. I sided with the guy, but, you know, it's... Why should you start murdering? That's a nice picture of a struggle. Combat Basics 1. Combat Basics in Stygian consists of turns. Each turn your characters and the enemies move and act in their own rounds, to the extent that their actions points allow. Each action requires an amount of action points to be committed. From the upper left corner of the screen, you can monitor the health, sanity levels and switch between the equipped weapons of your active character. You can also reload an equipped firearm by simply clicking on the weapon's icon. If you wish to use a quick item, perform a combat ability, or cast a spell, simply right-click on the active character and choose the related icon. So this is essentially similar to Fallout-style games, the action point system. Certain hexes on the battlefield may have special functions, such as providing an opportunity to take cover or enabling you to flee from the battlefield. Right-click on the object that may provide cover while standing next to it in order to view the Take Cover button. Press the Escape button on the lower right edge of the screen while standing on a purple hex to flee from the battle. You can end your character's round by either clicking on the Defend or Focus buttons. Defend button enables you to utilize the remaining action points to increase the physical defense of the active character. Focus button enables you to utilize the remaining action points to grant a bonus to the character's next attack roll. The bonus gets higher in accordance with the number of action points allocated to these procedures. And this guy, what does he do? Ooh. Oh, we're controlling him. So we have... What can you do actually? Quick spell. Blood Circle, Evil Eye, ooh, and Spit of Al-Razai. Oh. Oh, magic! And everyone's going mad, and he's run out of AP. Doggo! Let's see, what will he do? Ooh, critical hit, and he's down. Rear attack. You can loot fallen enemies by right-clicking on their corpses and select the related icon. Well, it's our dog, so we will give him a defend now. Oop. They're running away! Hey, they're running away, good. Now what about our good friend here that we've had, Eduardo. Rear attack. Progression Escape. Stygian is all about winning but enduring. You won't be able to win all battles that you find yourself in. After damaging the enemy to a certain extent, the blue-colored Progression Escape hexes will appear on the battlefield. You can reach one of those hexes with your active character and click on the Escape button that's located on the lower right corner of the screen. You can make a Progression Escape. Once a player character manages to leave combat this way, the Progression Escape is considered successful, granting you a safe passage from the danger of the battle while awarding you with the same amount of XP as in victory. Okay, so it's essentially we don't have to always defeat all, we just have to escape eventually. Alright, he'll defend. At least they're running away, good. Run away, fools. Actually, we'll just move over here and conserve our ammo, I guess. They're running away, there's no need to fire them. 12 Angst, the party successfully vanquishes all enemies, experience plus 12. Alrighty. And we have helped some guy. The creature approaches you cautiously. It looks thoroughly confused after a short silence. It speaks a single word. Why? Why? Why did you intervene on my behalf? No one should pay such a price simply for looking different. You can feel the creature examining you from head to toe. The burning amber eyes move rapidly with the effort to comprehend. Are you not human? Is this a disguise? It's not. I am human. The creature is plainly still puzzled. For whatever reason you aided me, know that I am incapable of helping my own self. Leave me be that I may continue my search for that accursed man. What man? The man in black with no face. The man with the cane of bones. The ghostly tapping of his stick still rings in my ears. You mean the Dismal Man? The Dismal Man? How fitting. Do you know him? I am also looking for him. Then you're as doomed as I am, stranger. In my bones I know that no good would ever come from finding him. Yet I have no other choice but to find him. His countenance was the last thing I saw before finding myself in this purgatory. Where did you last see the Dismal Man? Somewhere far away. So far, so distant now. Damn the day I left my castle. Damn me for leaving my dreary chambers in the twilight grows in the companionship of my books. Damn me. Castle? The past is best left alone. It often brings pain and seldom joy. When it does, the longing of that joy twists once more to pain. Perhaps we could look for this man together. The creature is silent for a moment. Then you hear the rugged voice from beneath the rags once more. It's no coincidence that you know the man with the cane of bones. Perhaps I shall walk with you for a time. May I ask your name? I don't remember. I am unsure if I ever had one. But I know one thing. Wherever the fates toss me, I remain the outsider. Let's go. And we gain a new companion, it seems. The mysterious creature or being known as the Outsider. He's an antediluvian. This being originates from ancient times. His personal life experience and proficiencies belong to an entirely different time period, and doesn't stand on common ground with other archetypes. Age is unknown. He's a male, nihilistic, and he has a cursed bloodline. Sicklian. Alrighty. Oh, it's a canine. I forgot Winston's canine. It seems our guy here, so he's an occultist, that's for sure, so he's a spellcaster. What does he have in spells then? Blood circle. The casters perform ritual to create a protective circle around herself, sacrificing a portion of her own blood in the process. The caster's own blood must be spilled to complete the ritual. Costs 8 AP, 10 HP, 5 SP. Effect. After completing the ritual, as long as the caster stays inside the circle with a magical appeal, absorbs a considerable amount of damage. Will times 2 plus occult times 3, and it grants the caster plus 2 physical defense until destroyed. Alrighty. Spit of Owl's right. The caster turns to fly on the corrosive acid and spits forward on the chosen target. The caster fails on a deal check. She takes a small amount of corrosive acid damage herself. An evil eye. The caster suffers from the sickle eye gazes upon the caster's enemy, who suffers reduced combat capabilities and increased chance for critical failures. The caster suffers from paranoia. There's a chance the spell will target the caster's strongest ally of an enemy. Well, so there's some spells that the guy knows. Well, we have a new companion, which means now we have 4 companions. That's a lot of people to deal with. Now the question is... oh, that's the wrong place. I think we'll continue on now and find this... Psst. I have an offer for you. Nope. A pasty, malicious man leaps up from within the shadows. His swollen, weary eyes are riveted on you. The scruffiness of his otherwise fine apparel corresponds with his relentless antics. His rolling, vigilant eyes quickly scan the premises, and when you finally feel secure, he addresses you in a timid but needy fashion. "I'm sorry if I startled you, sir. I'm Cornelius Moretti. I have a proposal from which we can both benefit. Pardon my abruptness, but it will only take a minute of your time." "Tell me about it." Plainly in distress, he's gazing askance at the brawler standing near the bar. "I had seen you go up at the old eel attic before I got ejected by that ignoble swab. You might be just the man who can help me." Ignoble swab? The whole town is steaming with them. I wonder which one." "The biggest, vilest, slimiest of them all. Marino, that's who. I think that I never took my father seriously when he kept saying, 'No honest man has ever been born to the Rossi familia.' Very well, go on." He grinds his teeth in chagrin before continuing. "It was just another miserable day at the joint when I, partially encouraged by the devil's use no doubt, finally spoke what had been on my mind for a long time." Suddenly his anger takes precedence over his nervousness. "I called him out, that tyrannical devil's seed called Waxface. I denounced him as the false shepherd he really is. Nobody said a thing, of course. Cowards." Irritably, is, and will ever be only one shepherd of men. For saying that, they expelled me, humiliated me, and worst of all, they marked me." Twitchingly lowers his voice. "That's my death sentence, you understand?" Marked. Hearing you speak the word, a surge of misgiving darkens his visage. "It's not the time nor the place, and besides, you're better off not knowing what it is." "Alright, what do you want from me?" "Well, sir, all I'm asking is that you retrieve my heirloom pocket watch from the old eel attic. It's a valuable piece from my late father. I stashed it there, having an inkling that I might need it in the dark days ahead. It's hidden under a floorboard next to the mattress. I need it more than ever, for I'm left with nothing else. Once I barter it, we'll split the cigs halfway. Please, will you do this for me, sir?" "If it's worth the trouble, why not?" A shimmer of mirth appears in his eyes. "Oh, thank you, brother, thank you. I assure you it will be lucrative for both of us. I will take a look around when I... Oh, sorry, that's wrong character. I'll take a look around when I get the chance to rest in the attic." "Oh, thank you." He casts one final fretful glance at the surroundings. "Now I must go before they come for me. I'll be near that desecrated church in French Hill. I'll be safe there. It's abandoned now. Please, hurry, my life depends on it." Scurries away. Well, let's check with Marino if he can actually give us access to the place. I mean, we can rest, but we don't... well, We'll see if we can even rest. Oh, what the... That's a new guy over there. Let's speak to him. I like to meet with new people. "You're hornswoggling." You see a withered old man sitting bent over one of the tables. He appears to be in the midst of a heated argument with... his bag. The fiery light in his yellowish eyes contrasts sharply with his weary physique. I get it. Cut it out, I said. Dawkins, I tell you one last time, if I ever hear your bloody voice again, I'll drink your damn piss pot of a bottle. Do you hear me, all of you?" The old man suddenly turns to you, and his fiery gaze meets yours. "You're early, cabin boy. Good, sit down and drink some ale with me." Cabin boy, I think you've mistaken me for someone else." "Have I? Or perhaps we're all in a ship, in a damned ship sailing through the black, forsaken waters, eh? And that may make you a cabin boy, all right." He turns to his bag. "What did you say to me, you foul-mouthed horse-spawn?" The old man turns to you again. "Ah, yes, the ship. Can its name be Arkham? He smiles, a toothless smile. Perhaps there is wisdom in your words. He's not with you again. Long Tom! Just when I thought you'd come to your bloody senses. Now I'll be sitting here drinking my ale or whatever this horse piss is. Registers your presence again. What did you say, cabin boy? Who are you talking to? What's in the bag? You mean my bagger? No one of importance to you, just a low-life scum of the sea. Northern sloth like me. He hears something from the bag which upsets him as far as you can tell. How dare you, you hornswaggling bastard! Nothings. And upon Dolphin's back on a vast carnated shell wherein rode the grey Noddens, lord of the great abyss. You'll learn more about him in your time on deck, cabin boy. You may even serve the needs of the god of the great deep, like I do. Noddens is not like those cold, tyrannical, unfeeling gods that rule this realm now. He finds purpose in mortals, although rarely. Shut your trap, Peters! I better go. He's not with you again. Long Tom, just when I thought you'd come to your bloodied senses. No, I'll be sitting here with drinking my ale, or whatever this horse piss is. Registers your presence again. What did you say, cabin boy? Goodbye. A sudden vigilance burns the old man's eyes. Tell me then, cabin boy, before you leave, why do you follow the men who sails the whirlpools of reality? You mean the dismal man? Dismal? Yes, that's bloody fitting. Now answer me me question, cabin boy. His voice has taken on a cold and intimidating tone. I believe he has answers to this mystery. Perhaps he does, but ask yourself if those questions will actually make you feel better or worse than before. Suddenly bends down to his back. What? Peter's found another one? Goodbye. Alright, you have what you want. Whenever I decide to leave this rat out of a tavern, of course. No one here is going anywhere. Such a strange character, an old man who was probably a captain. Well, and actually some important H.P. Lovecraft lore. Actually, Noddens, actually before I read that, Noddens is actually one of the old ones. A very odd old one though, actually. Exhaustion, Clark Smith. You're exhausted. Time to give your weary body a break, secure yourself a refuge, and slip beneath the shroud of subconsciousness. Exhaustion reduces some of your statistics, making your character weaker in the process. There are 3 stages of exhaustion before your character enters a drain state. Mild exhaustion, and severe exhaustion. You need to rest in order to remove the exhausted state. You can either rest at the old eel by making Marino a wealthier man, or by acquiring camping supplies and resting at a campfire. Keep in mind that camping outdoors has its own hazards and risks, but due to the high demand for the relative safety of Marino's attic, you can find his rather shabby facilities occupied from time to time. Well, if we're kind of exhausted, we can actually speak to him, see if we can offer us a place to sleep. What is it, Cornuto? Actually, why do you call me Cornuto, Marino? Ah, forget about it. You remind me of a guy. He was a Cornuto, that's it. But what is a Cornuto? Cornuto is... He raises 2 curved fingers to his forehead. Someone who has horns, you know. If a wife is unfaithful to the husband, that makes the husband a Cornuto, alright. What does this have to do with me, Marino? When I was the bartender of Isola, a small Italian bar in Chicago, a man used to come in there every evening, every single day. He didn't drink, he didn't seem to have any funny, he just kept looking at the patrons silently, looking for someone. Then, after almost a year, I finally learned his story. He was searching for the man who fucked his wife. He came to that bar every day, staring silently. You're like him. You're waiting for someone too. You don't pursue whatever fucked up life you can in this shitty town. Instead, you act like that Cornuto. Forgive me if I put it bluntly, but who fucked you over, my friend? I mean, someone fucked us all. Don't you see? Like I care. Now name your poison. What is the story of the old eel? Do I seem like the fucking chit-chat kind of bartender, Cornuto? They see an old drunk opened the place after a dream or something 40 years ago. Satisfied? There's only one story you should know about this establishment now. Whackface owns the place. Marino runs the place. Happily ever after. Tell me about this Whackface. No, that's my question at all, Carnutot. Just remember, he is the king on the side of the Miskatonic. He is the boss of the mob, the unseen imperator. He is the person about whom you should keep your mouth shut when his name comes to mind. Thanks for the advice. And then your poison. I want to rest in the attic. Ah, I see that you enjoyed your time in our special suit, the Royal Attic, but it's occupied now. I'll take your cigs later, Carnuto. Oh well. Goodbye. Later, Carnuto. I hope you find whoever fucked you. Your or you? Exhaustion. We have -1 to mind, -1 to will, -1 presence, and -2 to reaction. So hopefully we'll recover by the time of essentially we're good. So yeah, we are fucked. Well, we'll have to wait for her. Maybe we'll. Well, the game does seem to use a time mechanic of sorts, I think. So we'll have to wait for a bit before we get to there. Alright, we spent a lot of time talking actually, and we haven't even gotten to the Bank of Arkham yet, so I think we'll just do the Bank of Arkham, maybe? Actually, hold on, how much cigs do I have just in case? I'm running low on cigs, shit. You know what, we'll actually do that. We'll go in the bank. Oh, spot. What the? Fucking loony. That happened. Hey, a few cigs. His demented venture ended prematurely and pitifully. Bank of Arkham. Help yourself, get in there and die. Well, I guess there's no point waiting. We'll just go inside, since we have 4 guys. Area unlocked. Band entrance hall. Yeah, this place doesn't seem weird at all. Wad of dollars, lockpicks. Bank of Arkham. Vehicles locked. We do have some lockpicks, so can we use? Oh no, we cannot. I think we need to be at good lockpicks. I think that's subterfuge. This place looks trashed, but I guess it makes sense when, you know. Bank manager's note, document. I'll read that actually. I'll just look through some other stuff here. Note written by the shaky hands of the old bank manager, detailing his interactions with a mysterious stranger. Read. I've never been a man who puts any stock in superstition, yet my experience today has shaken my once strict convictions. I had an unannounced visitor. He was a tall man dressed in a finely cut suit and topcoat, all of an impenetrable black, and his face, well, peculiar as this may sound, I do not remember a damn thing about it. Not his age, the look in his eyes, or the color of his hair. When I try to recall these details, my mind goes completely blank. Could this be also the Dismal Man? Well, so we're gonna be going to this door actually next episode, as I'm looking at the timer, and I think this is a good place to stop for now. We did a lot of things actually. We had now a new companion, the Outsider. We had gained a new quest, and we discovered some extra knowledge apparently. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you do, please give a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel to watch more of the series. And until next time then, guys, I'll catch you later. See ya.